Good evening. I'm Matt Clay. Welcome to Goulash Studios here in Allen Hall. As a group, we decided that it is important that students can grasp specific events from multiple perspectives across multiple curricula. Our students will collect information on a specific natural disaster and produce a video presentation in the style of a news channel special report. In groups of 4 or 5, students will take on different roles to demonstrate their ability to learn and present the vital information about their disaster. I will explain the role of the anchor person. As the anchor, one student will take on the task of giving a brief overview of the information and will provide transitions to other members of the newscast. In their overview, they will talk about the disaster, where it happened, when it happened, and how it happened. Now, for information on the role of the weatherman, we'll send it to RJ. RJ?
Hello, my name is RJ Jacobs, and I'm playing the role of weather person. Just as the weather person is well versed in the science behind weather phenomena and can relate this information to a general audience, the student who plays this role will demonstrate these abilities as well. The weather person will research various aspects of the natural disaster, including its formation, its development, and any other scientific information that would help to understand it. Synthesizing technical information from multiple sources and communicating this knowledge to the general public are just some of the key skills the weather person will be able to practice. The weather person also represents part of the cross-curricular approach to examining a natural disaster from social, historical, and scientific perspectives. Now back to you, Matt.
Thanks, RJ. Enlightening as always. Now, for the role of field reporter and interviewee, we'll go to Marcus and Nate. Guys?
Thanks, Clay. As a field reporter, it's your job to be out in the field. So first you must describe where you're at and why you're there. Secondly, it's your job to interview the eyewitness. Before you start your interview, you must briefly introduce your eyewitness, then ask them thought-provoking and engaging questions, while at the same time tying in everything with your project. Also, you must be able to play off your interviewee's answers to your questions. For example, if your interviewee is from New Orleans and she happened to experience Katrina, you must be able to ask them, what happened to you and your family? Did they lose everything? Where will you go now? Now, I'm going to shoot it over to Nate, my interviewee.
I'm the witness of a natural disaster and will be interviewed by a field reporter. As an interviewee, I am the source of information. Being the source of information is the easy part. As a witness, you will need to tell the whole story of the event that you encounter. You must be very descriptive and precise to get your story across clearly. There are not many duties that an interviewee has, but the one that the interviewee must be able to do is answer any question that the interviewer asks, give full and precise answers that tell about the disaster, be descriptive and emotional.
Okay, I just got buzz from Clay. We're going to shoot it back to him in the studios.
Thanks, Marcus, for another interesting interview. For the final part of the project, we will discuss the role of the historian. And for that, we go to Jeff Blaker. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Good, Matt. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. So we brought you here to talk about the role of the historian in the project. Tell me about it.
As a historian, my role in this group is to talk about the aftermath of the disaster, how it affected the region geographically, politically, economically, and socially, and how it will continue to affect that community in the years, months, and days ahead. It is my job to collect information about this particular disaster. For example, if the students did Hurricane Katrina, the historian would discuss all the basic information of that disaster, such as where the storm made landfall, when it made landfall, the economic cost, the political response, or the lack thereof in that case, and how it will affect the Gulf Coast region further down the line.
Okay, and how will the students find resources to support their historical background?
Well, Matt, this is real easy for them. You can look on the internet. Google is full of information if you use Google. Also, in the Hurricane Katrina case, newspapers, magazines reported very heavily on this, so they would have no problem finding information at all on any of their disasters.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. It was very enlightening meeting with you and hearing about the role of the historian.
Thank you, Matt.
Now that you've seen a working sample of our project, let's send it to the guys for more information.